Warwick should be very keen to make a solid start here. They have struggled in the Championship this season, still to win a game. The strong wind billowing the sight screen at the far end, from which Overton bowls, and this is over pitched and driven for 4 by Robbie Yates. Beautifully played, half volley, and the left-hander took full advantage. He moves to 5.
Davies in and bowls, and this is smashed away through the offside. Didn't quite time it as well as the previous offside shot, but the result is the same. It's 4 runs.
The slips crouch again, and this is wide and chopped away for 4 by Rob Yates. A little bit of width there and short from Craig Overton, and Yates on the back foot slaps it away. Grass will still be a little bit moist as Davis flicks this one down to third man for 4. It was under control, it was through the cordon, but all along the ground, and the technique. He waits again, this is short and slapped away for 4 runs. That was a poor delivery at the end of what had been a very good over from Craig Overton.
Tom Kohler-Cadmore, Davy in bowls, and this is cut down towards the third man boundary. Tom Abel is, well, he's going after it, but with no realistic hope of pulling it back. As ball is in, and this is punched away through the offside very pleasantly. For me, that's the shot of the morning.
Aldridge to Davies again, goes for the pull shot here, forward a square, 4 runs, and that is the longest boundary all the way through mid-wicket. That's sat up and asked to be hit.
Exactly. Here's ball in and bowls, and this is driven away through the offside.
The moment he's bowling to Davies, who goes for a big cut outside off stump, and he's snicked it. Oh, he's absolutely desolate.
Are softbacks because they were cheaper. This is pulled away for 4 runs. It was a poor delivery from Jake Ball, another drag down, and Robbie Yates swivelled on it.
So Overton is going to bowl around the wicket, and immediately there are runs, and 4 of them. It's a leg side ball, and left-handed Rhodes is off the mark with a neat flick off his hip. Those who get left behind improve very quickly.
Davy in and bowls, and this is driven away through the offside for 4 runs. Wasn't such a bad ball that from Josh Davy. It was wide and it was pitched up.
To Aldridge this time, well, there's not too much potential in that other than a boundary. It was short, it sat up, it wasn't very quick, it asked to be hit, and Rhodes into that swivel pull again. Still the 3 slips though. As Aldridge bowls to Rhodes, who carves it away through the covers, and this may well go for 4 as well. It was a bit short and wide. It was timed rather than thrashed, and that's the 3rd 4 of the over. Rhodes to 17.
Massively talented young player Dan Mosley, as this is driven handsomely for 4 by Rob Yates. That wasn't that over pitched, but enough.
Overton to continue to Rhodes, goes for that check drive as well, and has beaten Davy at mid-off, and this should go all the way for 4. He just placed it. Overton bowls, and he's bowled him. It's gone right through him. Well, I don't know what was in that ball, but it had some pep to it. It may have come in a touch off the seam. We're not in the best angle to be able to tell, but it beat Rhodes all ends up.
This next one is cracked away through the covers, through backward points by Yates. It was short outside the off stump, and Yates was onto it in a flash as Overton starts a new over. This is picked up beautifully by Yates, flicks it away through mid-wicket, down to the boundary. Just a signal for 4 because it was in the air for quite a long time, but that's Rob Yates's half century of 92 balls.
Not much was coming through that after that generation. This is a beautiful on drive from Hamza Sheikh, which will bring him 4 runs, gloriously latched onto a slightly over pitched ball from Jake Ball.
This is Overton in, played away, and this one's clipped away by Yates, away down towards the mid-wicket boundary, and it runs down the slope, chased down to the boundary, but myself are talking from 2 on the south side of the county.
Nicely driven. No, it's not likely to. It's in the air, and he's caught. That is really careless by Sheikh. He just lifted a drive. It was a half volley.
The golfers. Davies in and bowls. This is swung away down to deep backward square leg, and Tom Kohler-Cadmore can't intercept it before it crosses the boundary rope. to Rob Yates, who lays back and plays this away through the offside very pleasantly. It was a poor delivery from Davy. Hands on his knees. As he's bowled! Played on. That's the end of Rob Yates. He went for a cut shot to a ball that was probably too close to him. Got a bottom edge.
We're itching to get one away. Outside off and goes for the drive, and this could well be the 4. It's very square through point, and it reaches the boundary all that long way away towards the hover cover.
Wicket of Rob Yates. This is, oh, he's edged and caught. He is caught behind by James Rue. That is the end of Ed Barnard.
Bar one other, Overton bowls, and there's an edge all along the ground past third slip. It's going to reach the third man boundary. Abel is chasing, but only to retrieve the ball.
Again, strong wind still blowing. This is whipped away handsomely by Bethel. That was a little bit more of the white ball, Bethel. A little bit short of a length on leg stump, and he connected sweetly to send it away to mid-wicket for 4.
Next season, as Overton's in a bowl's edge and caught at the second attempt by Andy Umeed. Runs off the edge of the bat. This is takes him on to 20 as it's played off his hip down to Jake Ball at.
Ball now into bowl to Burgess, and Burgess drives that one away through cover point. It probably will be picked up inside the boundary. No, it won't. It gets running across that area.
H is in again, a little bit short, and Burgess is onto that very quickly and picks the gap through the offside. That's crisply timed, and that's 4 runs.
As Aldrich comes in and bowls, and this is driven by Bethel beautifully away through the offside. That's nicely timed and runs away through to the cover boundary. And, Aldrich in again and bowls, and Bethel pulls this one away with fiercely. That's the sort of shot we've been seeing in white ball cricket.
That's the easy part. Each bowl's shorter this time, and the cut is on, and this time Burgess does not miss out. He's gone through extra cover, 4 runs.
As Burgess waits again, drives crisply, a little bit uppishly, but he'll get 4 through the covers, and sweetly timed again from Michael Burgess. Moves to 28.
Trying to assert himself on the ring, so to speak. Pulls this time. That was shorter, and he's going to get 4 more through mid-wicket. He's just dropped it a fraction short. It was straight, but Bethel was
batting really well. Drives this one crisply into the cut, the extra cover, and that's going to be another 4 runs again. Like the one earlier in the innings, there was no real force in that. It was
of taking long leg for both left-hander and right-hander.
Ball is in again, and this is hammered through mid-wicket for 4 from Jacob Bethel. He really is starting to see the ball perfectly now. That wasn't that short.
Leach is going to bowl left arm over to him. Short, and Bethel goes for an extra cover drive, and he's going to make it to the boundary, and that is his half century. He's batted very well, coming in at a sticky situation. 4.4 overs for 20, and this time is going to be even more runs because Burgess comes down the pitch and lofts him high for 6. Replaces natural light.
That's what I thought as well. Apparently there's been a different.
Here comes the big hit again, and he's going to make it all the way to the boundary, either 6 or 4. Slog sweep, again. 6 runs. Leach once more, and here comes this big shot again. It's going to be 6 more. Another slog sweep. You could probably hear it hit something. And Burgess this time just pushes the ball. It's a glide off the legs. Brilliantly done. 4 runs. It was pushed through a little quicker, outside leg stump. Here is Davy. Bethel goes for the drive. He's pierced the offside. There's a big chase on here for Umeed, who loses it to the ball. Davy is in. Bethel is happy to defend again. 4 overs to go. We will finish at just about 7 o'clock. And now